This episode is brought to you by AFS, Automated Financial Services, your partner for fast, reliable, and affordable payment processing. Whether you're taking payments at the counter, on the go, online, or through a full POS system, AFS makes it easy to get paid anywhere, anytime. They handle credit, debit, EBT, gift, and loyalty cards across every industry and touchless options available for all in-person transactions. Entrepreneurs and ISOs can even earn monthly residuals through AFS partnership opportunities. The tools are yours. The income is yours. You'll get approvals in under an hour. 24-hour equipment deployment or reprogramming. Low, simple rates, matched or beaten, or they pay you, and 24/7 live customer service. You get the technology, rates, and support your business deserves. For a free cost analysis or rate quote, call 1-877-738-5010 or visit automatedfinancialservice.com. AFS, smart technology, real service, better business. Hey everybody, welcome. It is Track Schedule 2026 time on Dirty Thursday. And like we have the last couple of years, we're going to kick it all off with Heather MacDonald and Nolan Olmstead from Devil's Lake Speedway. We'll talk about what's coming up this year. I can't wait. I love this time of the year. It means we're getting that much closer to race season. Today's show, by the way, brought to you by Best Used Trucks in Crookston. Best Used Trucks in Crookston isn't just a shop, they're a family. For years, they've built their reputation on quality work and honest service. They're not like the rest of the big corporate fleets. They know their team and prioritize a healthy work-life balance. Sound like a great place to work? Well, Best Used Trucks is looking for a motivated diesel mechanic who's ready to grow with this great company. It's family first, no 24/7 on-call. Shifts are Monday through Friday, some summer Saturdays, and beet harvest. You'll get hands-on training and mentorship, competitive wages with health insurance, and a 401k retirement plan with company match and paid time off and paid holidays. Some mechanical experience is preferred, but they'll train the right people. Have a basic knowledge of hand tools, be able to perform routine maintenance, have a valid driver's license, and the ability to lift 75 pounds. Now, whether you have years under the hood or just starting out, find out what it takes to work for a great company. Stop by the shop to meet the team or find out more by sending your resume to jake@besttrucks.net or call Jory at 218-281-6300. Do you want to work for just a shop or a family? Reach out now to Best Used Trucks in Crookston. Alrighty, everybody, here we go. If you have any questions or comments on today's Dirty Thursday show, any of this stuff set up right, there we go. Feel free to text or call. Our number is 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. All right, let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. It's our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Actually, today is more of an FYI. And here we go. FYI. You know, just before sweet potatoes are mashed, they become very quiet. Just before sweet potatoes are mashed, they become very quiet. This is known as the silence of the yams. Oh, come on! I thought that was good. What'd you think?
That's not your best one.
Not my best one. Keep talking. Talk to me once. My microphones aren't working. Okay, yours works.
Yep, I'm getting levels.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Hers isn't working.
Yeah, no, I'm getting levels from...
It's not coming through my headphones.
Oh,
All right, well,
Oh, weird.
fair enough.
maybe it's me. Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
We did a pre-audio checks. It was good.
See, I'm not hearing you. Oh, you're...
I'm way over here. Yeah. No, that's good.
I'm not hearing Heather and mine either.
And I'm not hearing you either.
Oh.
Weird. Of course.
Of course. We've
Do I
had
need to
nothing
switch
but
mics?
Yeah.
flipping problems.
Swivel that guy over.
I can hear mine.
How about this one?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I can't hear nothing.
John, try the switch, the toggle.
Talk to me now.
Which way?
There we go. Talk to me.
Hello.
All right, now we're good. Can you hear me now? Can you hear her?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I think we got it all figured out. Hey, how about that? I finally figured it out. And now I got no music coming from there. Oh, there we go. Oh, man, what a day. All right, there we go. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. You thought that was okay?
It's not your best work, John.
No, it's not my best work. I was going to work on it something better. But anyway, got a couple of things. What do we got here? Still can't hear.
We're
we
working
can hear.
on it.
I can hear. We're all fine. I'm guessing everybody can. Can you hear, Dale? We on the show? Are we good?
We're good.
Let's see. Cedar Lake Speedway cancel this race.
No, we're good. They're a minute behind on the stream, so they're behind.
Okay. There we go. Thank you, Brina. All right, couple of things. Wow, what a crappy way to start a show. Jeez. A couple of things I want to talk about again, folks. On behalf of the River City Speedway fire crew, these guys are looking for some help here, all right? They want you to, what they want to do is they want to get some sponsors. They need to get some new dang fire suits. The stuff they've got are old. They need some new stuff. But what you can do, you can donate money, and actually you can have your own fire suits that make it look like they come right from your business, and more. There's ways you can help. I mean, you can give up to $500 or $600. You can give $200. There's a couple of different things you can do, but folks, they need your help, all right? You can text Chris at 701-594-0637 or Lee at 701-330-2783. They'll be able to talk to these guys and help you out. You can see there's a QR codes on the screen too. So that's another thing you can figure out if you can help those guys out. Let's see, we want to get that going. And also Dale, the producer. Here he goes. He's jumping over here. He's going to run over here. Look at that. He even gets to be on camera today. How about that?
That's right. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Maybe.
Yeah,
Fingers
we got
crossed.
you.
It's been a fun morning.
we got you. There's things you want to talk about here first.
Yeah,
I know you guys had the banquet. You got tested too and things like that.
Yeah, I brought up the banquet. I think a week or two back. That was a blast. It's always so much fun emceeing that. And Nolan, Heather, and Eugene Rose, you guys always put on a fantastic event covering it the last 2 years. And yeah, I brought my dad out there with me. He said he super aces all the way for the food. And he says, like, I don't think I have to eat for another week, Dale. But yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you weren't going to go hungry.
Yep. And just catching up with everyone there too before the races. And I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago, but again, congrats to track champions, Waylon Poitra for the Piers, Jory Berg for the Midwest Mods, Travis Robertson for the late models, and Greg Josie for the streets. So mega congrats. And also I got a heads up from Kenny Johnson from Forks Karting a little earlier today. I'll be doing a post on their social medias and their text alert service here later today. I want to give a heads up. The annual members meeting that will be coming up April 13th at 6 p.m. at the Eagles in East Grand Forks. Once again, April 13th at 6 p.m. at the Eagles in East Grand Forks. I'll be doing a post on that online probably after we wrap up the show here.
Okay, that's a Monday, so.
Yep, that'll be coming up. Okay. And I believe, you guys announced on the Devil's Lake social media that, well, obviously with lovely Mother Nature, Test and Tune is a no-go this weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah. Big fat.
Yeah, the weather.
Not
She's got
happening.
no
weather
sense of
sucks.
humor, that bitch.
Right?
And then
She needs to pop a Midol and have a glass of wine.
That's a great idea.
And I'll give one last shout out here for the Dirty Thursday YouTube channel. Subscribe to it if you haven't already. Just look up on YouTube GFBS Dirty Thursday. Subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly padding out all the archives, filling in all the little gaps we
You guys
have.
got banned from YouTube.
Well, no, this is just a YouTube dedicated only to Dirty Thursday.
Oh,
Dale
okay.
found a way.
Yeah,
He found a way.
The show's live on there as well if you want to watch it there. And I'm constantly posting archives. I got pretty much everything until in between the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2022.
Wow.
Other than that, I got about other 5 years all on there. So check it out, adding a couple shows a week to it all the time.
All right. Hey, thank you, Dale. Dale, by the way, going to be hanging out with us at the big table today. I wanted to show you guys this stuff because they're going to talk about it here. There we go. And before I should probably at least say, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Nolan?
Doing awesome.
It's great to have you guys back here. Before we start talking about racing, I'm going to hold this up. And you guys, I'd heard something about this. This is...
Agara.
Okay, Agara.
Yep. It launched March 1st.
Okay, and this is what?
So Agara Coffee, actually another racer actually turned us on to this. I'm obviously a big coffee drinker. I'm fueled by caffeine and chaos. That's just how my life is.
The way you roll?
Yeah, it's just, when you close the bar down at 2 and then you got to be on the ice by 6, that's just how.
Oh, yeah.
You're just pumping the caffeine in, right?
Sure.
So a friend of ours who Nolan and him have taken some racing trips together over the years, chasing racetracks that kept getting rained out. Anyways, he turned us on to this, and it's been something that's really kind of changed our lives a little bit. Nolan's blood sugars have been way more managed. Nolan's been a bad diabetic for years.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, I'm a retired figure skater, so I have a lot of aches and pains, and shoulders hurt all the time. My knees and ankles hurt all the time, and I dislocated my hip in a car accident when I was 19. And so every once in a while, them pains they're really starting to creep up on me at my age, and I don't have any.
Your age.
Yeah, I don't have any aches and pains. I even skated the ice show. I skated 2 numbers in the ice show.
Wow.
Well, I attempted to. I got hurt Saturday morning, but I still
She's
skated.
got to take her skate guards off.
That helps.
Well, no, that was I had already hurt myself at that point. But yeah, so I kind of skated the alumni number. Like, I made a little cameo. We were not doing certain things after I hurt myself. I was like,
I know how that goes.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think we just need to accept our age. But yeah, that stuff has been absolutely awesome. And so it is now the official coffee of the Devil's Lake Speedway.
Oh, okay. It says boosts energy, increases focus, elevate mood, balance appetite, support metabolism. Your daily brew, fueling energy, clarity, and appetite balance.
Yep.
This is like almost a dark. How many different types of agaras are there? It's all the same.
Well, we have got the coffee, and then now we just came out with the matcha, and that's like a tea, kind of like a green tea.
Oh, sure.
It's all the rage with the younger
The matcha is.
Yeah, the matcha
Okay.
is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
you
they pay
can't
big
call it
money for
coffee. They wouldn't. You could call it something stupid, and they'd be all over it. You give it a fancy name.
Right.
Now, how many? This is instant.
Yep.
So basically, it comes with its own little scooper in there. I can feel it in there.
Yep.
And you put a scoop in a cup of hot water, or Nolan, you drink it cold and love it that way.
Yep. Yeah, I do it with ice and just a little bit of creamer, and it's awesome.
And that's your goal.
He was not a coffee drinker.
I'm not a coffee drinker at all. It's way better than going to Starbucks.
Yeah, and coffee. Well, let's face it, it tastes like dirt. Even though I like it, but I drink it for caffeine. This stuff is caffeinated as regular coffee.
I was drinking a pot of coffee by 9:30 a.m. and I'm down to 1 cup.
Wow.
Yep.
How does somebody get a hold of this? Just get a hold of you guys?
Yep. Yeah,
All right.
I can. Yeah, we've got a link that you can order it up on. And
Okay. There you go. Agara Cafe Dark Roast Coffee. Check it out. Get a hold of Nolan or Heather here. I got some texts. Jeremy, how are you? Hey, GFBS, Cedar Lake Speedway already canceled this weekend. Hello, everyone. Good morning. You guys get much snow? It's coming, but not bad. I drove to the cities and back yesterday, and it was about like we had last night is what we had from like Cass Lake on, so it wasn't so bad. Good morning, Jordan Barker. Steve Londaby, Dale needs to sing the national anthem at Devil's Lake on opening night. You think you got that in you?
Maybe one random night in there. Keep people on their toes.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were a soloist.
Oh, I did 1 year of technical singing at good old Northland there, but I'm not a pro by any means.
Yeah.
But no, it's something I was thinking of throwing to you guys last year to do sometime with just the stars never aligned.
Yeah,
Have you learned "Oh Canada" yet?
That's easier to sing than
I
the
think
national
so
anthem
too,
by
yeah.
far.
By far, yeah.
Yeah, I was a singer. I played in bands. I sang at funerals, weddings, all of that kind of stuff. And I've been asked to sing the anthem at the racetrack, and it's hard for me to do unless I could just do it up in the booth. Maybe I'd do it because I can't just run up and down. But when I did the Gerald Deardahl Memorial Pine Lake Snowmobile races this year, they kept telling me, we want you to sing the anthem, and I said, well, I can do it, but I'm not going to. And well, we good. All of a sudden, John Roberts is going to sing the anthem. So I did. I just, okay, fine. I whipped it out. I only had to do the national anthem because there was no Canadian guys. But so I whipped it out, and people were looking like, wondering, where the hell is he? He's singing the anthem. Well, I was stuck out in a truck out on the lake getting ready to call the races. But that was my chance. Maybe we'll get to do it at the River City Speedway or Devil's Lake this year. We'll see. Now let's get back to the show. How you doing, man?
Doing awesome.
Yeah, how's winter been treating you?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Until the snow started hitting.
I know. You start, when you're in your winter mode, it's a different thing. But then Mother Nature, she screws around with you a little bit,
Toys with our emotions.
Exactly. Gets you all horny for spring. And then you get a weekend like this. And the worst part is it's probably going to ruin Easter for a lot of people. But were you guys on track to get going? I know you had a test and tune schedule this weekend.
Probably not for the first race, but I think maybe the week after we could have got going, and maybe still. We don't know.
Yep. Okay.
It's going to be what happens next week.
Right.
So what you're saying is the 18th could be the opener?
Could be the opener.
Yeah.
I'm scheduled to work Devil's Lake on the 18th, so I'm really happy about that. How you doing, Heather?
Hey, I'm great.
You have been busy. I follow you a lot on social media.
Yep.
And a lot of your stuff is about your kids.
Yep.
The skating, and I know all about that. I mean, I wasn't a figure skater, but I was a hockey player, and I know the figure skaters, I'm going to give them this. You guys got stuck with all the shittiest hours there possibly could be available at a hockey rink, and I still call them hockey rinks. They should be a skating rink, but they're hockey rinks because they have boards. But there are no indoor just skating rinks. They all have boards, but you guys got some screwy hours, usually really, really early in the morning, and it's not like the rink is across the street from your house.
No, I'm 17 miles, so we leave the house some mornings at like 5:30 in the morning. So,
lovely.
Yeah, try and get teenage girls up and going. They are the grouchiest.
I was gonna say, try getting me up to get the teenage girls up because I'm an early riser, but just because I get up early doesn't mean I function.
Yeah,
good. Now, when it's that early in the morning, because it's funny, I went and watched my granddaughter started playing hockey now. She's 6 years old. She started playing hockey this year. And it's so funny because you watch these kids getting ready to go out there, and then you'll see parents just leaving. And they're either going to the car and coming back with things like jerseys, helmets, skates. Wait a minute. How do you forget to bring your skates into hockey? But do they tend to forget things that early in the morning?
For the most part, no. But, my girls got really conditioned that, you need to be prepared. You need to have it. And if you don't have it, tough shit. Mm-hmm. The club has a locker room. And so they keep their skates, they have a locker in the locker room.
So they can keep the majority of their gear there.
And that works out well because, they spent a week at their dad's and spent a week with me. So we just got the locker and, and I try to have, make sure, wear, if you have ice that morning, you're either wearing what you wore to the rink to school, or you need to bring clothes to change into to go to school. But I do try to have a sweatshirt or, odds and ends in the car. The car is just a mobile hamper at this point.
I know it is. Yeah. But at least it doesn't stink like a hockey duffel bag, do their gear.
Nope.
Oh my God. Here's when my kid was growing. We bought a Blazer. How stupid is that to haul your kid around hockey tournaments because you can smell everything. But if I would have put it in the back of a pickup, it's too cold. I'm going to put it in that cold. So we had to get a Blazer. And anyway.
Well, they have the ozone machines at the rinks now. It makes a world of a difference.
Yeah, and these little wussy kids, they don't sweat like we used to back in the day.
Nothing but pleasant aromas.
Back in the day, I'd wear this.
Everybody else complains about the smell, and the smell usually... It doesn't bother me.
See, I was one of those guys. I was superstitious, so I wore the same damn undershirt for. I'm sure my mom finally went and dug it out of the bag and threw it in the garbage. Probably just threw a match to it and just went poof. Because I'd wear that same shirt I could stand it in the corner, and then I'd still put it back on. Cordell Polkabreck, let's go racing. Hell yeah. Scott Nelson's watching. Jeremy, is Heather the one on the mic at the Speedway during the day telling everyone we're racing? Come on out. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I don't know. I know you're on Facebook a lot saying, let's go out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to know a little bit about, because every time you guys are in here, all we talk about is racing.
Yeah.
And the one thing I like about Devil's Lake Speedway, in fact, I love it, is the facility itself, because even if I'm going to show up there and it's like, oh, crap, we got rained out, that doesn't mean I'm going to just run home with my tail between my legs and go, son of a gun, because you guys got great food, great atmosphere. It's a great bar. It's a great restaurant. Tell us a little bit about the facility itself besides...
But our racetrack is, unlike so many of them, we have a bar and restaurant and a patio, and we're open all year round. We're actually open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, year round. And you can come out for supper, and we have steaks and burgers and chicken strips.
Yeah,
and
you guys got
we
great food.
Everything, you know.
And another thing I like about your place is people drive an hour to go eat all the time. So from Grand Forks, what is it? About an hour,
It's an
maybe
hour.
a
It's an
couple
hour.
of yeah. You're not messing with going into the city like Devil's Lake. You can go out there. You can have yourself a great steak supper. You can have yourself a couple of bumps. You can have a great time, and you can drive home and not have to worry about Joe Fuzz, which I like. But you guys, it's not just burgers and frozen crap that you throw in a microwave and heat up. You guys got the real deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's fresh. We hand patty our burgers. We hand cut our steaks. Everything's top quality. We don't mess around with junk.
Yeah, we were actually at the food show yesterday in Fargo. And, so like you're meeting like with, companies that supply our vendor with product. And, so we got a lot of perplexed looks yesterday when we were talking like with steaks,
Yep.
with and they're like, oh yeah, they're chiroprac, this and that and the other thing. And we're like, do you just sell the roasts? And they're like, what do you mean? And we're like, we cut our own steaks. And he's like, oh, you don't have to do it. No, we want to cut.
Yeah,
We
because our
want to.
customers like it that way.
Yeah, well, it's just a better product.
Sure it is.
You go to all these fancy steakhouses, that's exactly what they're doing. They're
Right.
cutting it. They're not buying the chiroprac or the chiro packaged steaks or the frozen steaks. They're, like a legit steakhouse does not serve that.
Right.
A legit steakhouse.
And you guys have legit people cooking the food too.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite food at your guys' place?
The ribeye.
Yeah, you got the ribeye.
Yeah. I like our ribeye. I like the pork prime rib.
Yeah.
The seafood platter. For
The seafood.
Oh,
we do
yeah,
on
yeah,
Friday
yeah.
night. We do that on Friday nights.
Okay. Jeepers. I'm gonna have to go check that out. The seafood. Brina Sang says I stunk too.
I'll give a recommendation for appetizers. I like to get apps there just after the races sometimes before going home, and like the corn bites and the ham and cheese balls. Both
Aren't the corn bites? Isn't that the one that everybody always talks about?
The cowboy corn. No, you're thinking Jason Berg is obsessed with the mac and cheese bites. But
That's what it is.
Last year,
I'd rather have the corn bites.
About halfway through the year or towards the end of the year, we picked up a new product. It's called cowboy corn,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like like the corn elote.
Yep.
And it's battered. It's in a ball and it's battered. And it's so good.
It's kind of like a scallop corn in a ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it's got like jalapeno in it. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. And then yesterday I don't know if we're gonna pick we found something that we really liked yesterday. But
So now you're just gonna tease us.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got some new products coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it hard for you guys because when you bring a new product in, does it make you have to change the way your kitchen operates, or I suppose you got to kind of keep that in mind. It's
We
like,
do
okay,
keep
how many
that in
big
mind, yeah.
changes are we going to have to make?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know kind of how everything's cooked, so we know if we can bring it in and
Yep.
not have it interrupt.
Yep.
Like
Right.
Interrupt
take too
the
much
flow.
time, interrupt
Sure.
the flow.
Yeah, right. Because everything's got to be done in a timely manner too. It's
Yep.
not like you're just sitting there watching TV doing this in your own house. Do you know your way around a kitchen? Because you sound like you do.
Yeah, I've been cooking there since I came down to Devil's Lake, so 15 years I've been cooking.
Been
there,
that
so
long already.
I actually cooked all winter long, so
Oh, did you? Okay.
Most of the winter, yeah.
How about you, Mom?
I know how to cook. Except I'm a little bit more. I'm probably more of the fancy cooker.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like I'll home make pasta and I'll make like carbonara.
Oh.
And, yeah, popovers. We tried Dutch babies last weekend.
Dutch. What's a Dutch baby?
It's a German pancake.
Oh.
I didn't know it. I never knew there was such a thing, and we saw something on the old Tiki Talk, and I was like, oh, let's try this out.
Yeah.
And I think, what was it last year for like the double header for the Nationals, or season finale, it was like breakfast pizza you were doing.
Yeah, I did breakfast pizza a couple years ago. I didn't
We
do
didn't do it
breakfast
last
this year.
year.
Yeah.
You ever look up any stuff on Pinterest? Because
used
my
to.
wife will be. It's like, well, we really should go grocery shopping, and I don't even have anything here to make, and she'll whip something up, and she goes, you know what? All I did was just Pinterest that I've got this, and this in the fridge or in the cupboards or whatever. So I just whipped this together and see what it tastes like. It's probably going to suck. And it's always good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's always good. She does such a good job of all that kind of stuff. So
We're going to try something this year, hopefully, if I can get it done. We're going to make our own ice cream, and it's going to be boozy ice cream.
Oh, man.
So,
you can never go wrong with boozy ice cream.
so if you need a really good dessert, that's going to be it.
Oh, how about somebody to test drive that dessert? me.
We've done it a few times already, yeah. But now we actually, he ordered some containers so we can like package them and have them like ready to go. So then the bartenders just have to grab them and sell
Kind of
them.
like similar to a Jello shot or a pudding
Yeah.
shot
It'll be
or something.
It's actually a 10-ounce plastic.
Oh.
A plastic
Cup,
cup.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Wow.
With a screw lid on it. And,
Oh, man.
And
10-ounce jar.
A 10-ounce. Yeah, it's a jar.
Now we're talking.
New definition of a la mode.
Yeah,
Right.
now we're talking. All right. Look, well, we're a half hour deep and we haven't even talked about racing yet. Go figure. When are we fixing to start? When are you officially? I mean, I know we've got a schedule out. You're always one of the first ones to put your schedule out, but what does it look like so far, and what do you really think is going to happen?
Well, we had it scheduled for April 11th, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we're hoping the 18th. Let's see if Mother Nature can turn around and get some warm days out there so we can dry out the track and get some work done out there and get all the water turned on. And there's a bunch of stuff. It's not just, you'd show up at the track and...
Oh,
and
no,
it's
yeah, people
ready
don't
to go.
realize that stuff.
There's a lot of prepping to be
Yeah.
done beforehand.
Yeah.
So we need the weather to turn around so we don't freeze to death either trying to get ready.
Oh, that's just it, too. And there are times when a track could be ready, but let's face it, it's too damn cold. The people don't want to go sit there and watch, even though I would. It's just kind of the way I am. But
I think people get a little like irritated because we'll put stuff out like for our schedule, but sometimes you get them in, and sometimes it's beautiful in April. It's always easier to pull the plug on something than to add it last minute and try and plug everything in. So and people don't always understand that, but it's just it works out. We got our first race in last year, and then the weather was shit. But but we've also had 80-degree days in March.
Sure. Scott Nelson says, I'll test the Crown Apple ice cream. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Good morning from Scotty Iverson. Jason Berg, hello, Devil's Lake Speedway, and, of course, GFBS. Jason Berg, you're the only one that has not committed yet to give me a track schedule and trying to get you on. We are booked up through April, but I know the first Wednesday in May is open if you still want to try to get it here. And we got to talk about Buffalo River Speedway, too. So, okay, so people don't realize all the things that happen. The weather, with your water is shut off. Pipes freeze. It's the same way with every racetrack. It is here in Grand Forks. And one thing that people don't realize, too, is they see, and it's like, well, there hasn't been any snow on the track, if this is the case. There hasn't been any snow on the track in a month. We haven't had any snow in a month.
But there's still
Why
runoff.
the hell why aren't they racing?
There's still runoff.
Well, yeah, and there's frost. And people don't realize about frost. How frost can really take a good-looking racetrack and in a matter of 2 heats, completely destroy it.
Right. And especially we put new dirt on last fall, so we need a little bit of time to get it all packed in tight so it doesn't come apart.
Were you hoping, like last year was a kind of a freaky year, were you out on the track at this time last year?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, isn't that crazy? And now they're talking 6 to 12 inches of snow.
gosh.
Oh, my flipping
I'm still standing by 3 millimeters.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yes,
That would
yes.
be-
It's going to be turning to rain.
It's funny how a guy talks about snow compared to a girl, right? That's 6 to 12 inches or 3 millimeters.
Well, I think last year it was so crazy because I think it was like 5 or 6 days before the opener. It's like, got a fresh batch of snow, and there goes the opener. And then all of a sudden it was like 4 or 5 days.
We had to cancel testing too.
Yeah.
It snowed on our way. It was snowed
Yeah,
the
that's
night
right.
before we came here. So then before we came onto the show, we went and we were walking around the track, and I think I did the little kid saying, "This is bullshit."
Yeah. That is good stuff. Now, people that if a lot of people you talk to, like me, I've still never been to Ada, which blows
I
my
haven't
mind.
been to Ada either.
You know,
Nolan got slide jobs banned in Ada one time.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah. I was too good at them.
Oh, you ban a slide job at a racetrack. But somebody hasn't been to Devil's Lake Speedway, what classes do you guys typically run on any given night?
So we have pier stocks, street stocks, Midwest mods, non-wing sprints, and then 10 times or 11 times this year we have late models, and then we're also bringing in the legends.
Okay, now I was trying to count the late model shows because it's even here in my notes. Looks like you had a lot more late model shows this year. I had, okay, you say 11? Wow, because there's Wissota late models, you got the NLRA late models coming in, and so there's just same thing. But one would be an NLRA show, and the other one's Wissota. But you guys don't usually get that many late model shows, and how exciting is that? Because I know they run really well on your track.
Yeah, they love coming to our track.
We love having them.
We love having them. It's really
They're
good.
a great group of guys. They're, you know, they kind of know what to expect. They know what we expect, and we just work very well together. So.
Hope I'm not jumping the gun a little too much here, but I know when I first saw the track schedule released, I was like, oh wow, they're closing out the season. I'm not used to them running that late, at least from the last couple of years I've been there.
It was kind of a last minute thing. So I mean, it's fine. I think it'll be good. You know, come to Devil's Lake over Labor Day weekend and make a weekend of it. You know, get yourself an Airbnb and we're gonna run Friday, Saturday, so then you've got all day Sunday to recover, fish, all that sort of stuff.
Go fishing. You can fish during the day too.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it's
because River Cities is running Thursday, so so we made it so we could run a three-day consecutive NLRA tour.
Oh, nice. So how important is it? I mean, from what I understand, the racetracks kind of try to work together. Nobody wants to step on anybody's toes because what it boils down to is the race fan. There are race fans, let's face it, they'll hit Ada Thursday, Grand Forks Friday, you guys or Greenbush Saturday, Buffalo, they'll go to every single one, Fargo on Fridays. How important is it to try not to step on the other guy's toes?
We really try to work with everybody and try to make it so we can all work together.
Yep. Right. Yep. Important, isn't it?
Right. You know, and it's counterproductive when racetracks schedule on top of each other, and the reason being is you really water down your field, and then in some cases the drivers feel like they're caught in the middle, and that's not fair to them. And it's just everybody's got to work together, and you know, for the most part, I mean, with the exception of a couple situations that are for this season, I mean, everybody really worked well together, and we all came together and we're like, okay, well, I'm going to take this day off if you want to do this that day, you know, with the exception of one, you know, but that's fine.
Okay. And you know, the thing is too, is you would think on your Fridays that the last thing you'd want to do is go visit somebody else's racetrack, but I see you here. You guys show up here on Friday nights.
Yep.
It's not unusual to see you.
I have to know what happened Friday night so I know if it's going to blow up on me on Saturday.
Oh,
it's a thing.
I know. Yeah, I know. And how about you? Are you just along for the ride?
I'm just along for the ride. If I don't have to work on Friday at the track, we like to go to the races.
Oh, I bet. It's something to do and get out of town for a while. Get yourself, you know, to get your mind off of, it's not necessarily get your mind off racing, but get your mind off of the same people I'm seeing 6 days a week. I'm working. Yeah, I still like you guys, but we need a little bit of a break. See, Ada's an awesome facility. Too bad, mostly IMCA. And good morning. Neil, what do you think is ruining the sport for car count? Speaking of cars and classes, Eric Larson, good morning. Brina saying there's a lot of respect within our tracks in this area. Is there anything ruining the sport for car counts and car classes that you think of? Yeah.
Cost.
And that's, I mean, whose fault is that? How can it ever be fixed?
You almost have to, I know it's not a popular topic, and I don't think it's something that we necessarily want to do, but I think the only way you're really going to clamp down on the price of cars and like the engines, especially have gotten way out of hand.
Tires, everything has.
Yeah, engines and engines especially have gotten way, 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 way out of hand. And I think the only way that we can really fix it is put the claimer back on. Because then, if somebody claims me, I'm out this amount of money.
Right.
You know, they might give me junk.
Yep.
You know?
And do you think there are people right now, if all of a sudden there was a claim rule back?
Oh, they'd back
I'm
way
not going to be there
off.
this week, but I'll be there in 2.
Yeah,
you know?
they'd back way off.
Yeah.
They would. And we've been really pushing to let us test an LS motor because they're cheap.
Sure.
You know, and there's certain things that we can do to say you have to have this, you can't have that, and if we find this, it's mine.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I mean, it's a matter of getting everybody else kind of on board with that, and you know, when
we're
we
having
talk
a tough time getting,
yeah,
getting our sanctioning body to
but
work
we're
with
also
us.
talking.
Right,
We're also looking at, you know, that next generation. That next generation doesn't know how to work on a 350 motor, but they learn it. They learn in shop how to work on an LS motor.
Yep.
See another chat coming in relating to that from Chris Hilke saying fuel prices. Diesel isn't cheap for these big haulers coming in from Canada and other states.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Everything is
That's
just
what, over $5 a gallon now, I think, or
It was
something.
$4.79 yesterday when I looked.
Yeah. Well, I made a
But we
trip.
buy red.
to go.
We get a little discount there.
I went to the cities and back yesterday for a funeral, and there were spots down there. It was anywhere from $3.39, and then right across the street was $3.49. I saw it all the way up to $3.59, and that's just for unleaded, regular unleaded. So there we go. Let's see. Good morning. Just ready to go and watch racing. Yes, Mike. We all are ready to go watch racing. We're going to take a little break here. We've got some pictures to show. We got more to talk about. We haven't even scratched the surface yet of what's going on here with the sketch, Teffel. Yeah, with their track schedule. But we got a couple of commercials coming up. We want to welcome JD Construction to Dirty Thursday. We'll be right back. Dirty Thursday on Grand Forks Best Source. When you finally come to the conclusion that you just can't get your heavy construction done on your own, call JD Construction to get the job done right. JD Construction has the right equipment for the right job, big or small. Excavating, demolition, spring cleanup. Farmers, get all your ditch work or tree lines cleaned up before planting season. JD Construction also does concrete work and concrete removal. From small excavating jobs to big jobs needing a laser system or a dozer or a payloader with a grapple. And they have the trucks to haul material to or from the job site. JD Construction can do the job the right way. Contact them today by calling 701-740-4220. There's still some spring openings left or schedule work for fall too. JD Construction, getting the job done the right way. Call 701-740-4220.
The most elite trucks compete on the most challenging dirt tracks. For the drivers, this is the only monster truck competition that matters. For you, this is the most exciting show you'll see all year. March 28th, the Valvoline Tire 1 Toughest Monster Truck Tour Championship Weekend returns to Alaris Center. See the trucks up close at the pit party. Pit passes are $15 or free at Valvoline Tire 1. The Toughest Monster Truck Tour. See why they call it the toughest. Brought to you by Baymont by Wyndham. March 28th, Alaris Center.
Well, somebody fell asleep. That should have been there. But again, we want to thank Valvoline. Oh, man, Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Yeah, the monster trucks were last week. We had a great time. But, somebody didn't get that ad out of there. But there we go. Back at a Dirty Thursday track schedule 2026 kicking on off today. Of course, we got Nolan and Heather here from Devil's Lake Speedway. Talking about all the things going to be happening this year. You want to kick it off, Dale? What do you think? Should we play some? Show some pictures, videos, whatever we got up here? Okay. That kind of caught us all off guard there. So we went from a nice little break to getting in here real quick. Okay. Oh, that is such a great picture. If you guys can see these, just go ahead and talk about what we're looking at.
So
Man.
I have a little of an obsession that if I know the northern lights are out, I'll go to the racetrack and take pictures because it's so dark there.
Oh yeah, and
you
there's
can
no
actually,
trees, no lights.
Yeah, you don't have that light pollution, so you can see it.
Yep. How far do you guys live from the track?
A mile.
Oh, really? Okay.
We can actually see the front door from our living room window.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
We can see the front door of the bar from our
No
living room
kidding.
window.
I did
Yep.
not know. Now I'm going to have to start creeping and looking around when I'm going there next because I just knew you guys lived in the area somewhere.
Find it.
Okay. Might have to ask the guy in the white van. Maybe he can show
He
me.
doesn't know where we live either.
Oh, that looks like some...
In Lorena.
Yeah. Good shot. Replying to Neil Olson, elaborate. What classes? River Cities always has an amazing car comp for the Midwest Mod class. Yeah, they do. I didn't even see what she's talking about there, but
Just a track prep day with the sun shining.
that's another great pick. And you can kind of see the bar there in the corner.
Yep. That's off the bar. Let's picture the track off the bar.
See,
Best seat in the house.
yeah, it is. And I just look at that green and go, oh, why can't we give you that right now?
Right? Yeah, I'd much rather look at green grass. You know, in March, we were seeing a little green grass, and then it went to...
I'll say, too, in case people haven't been out to Devil's Lake Speedway, this shot kind of captures it a little bit. I mean, it's out in its own place in the open country there. It's just got this serene look and feel out to it when you're out there in the races.
And that is off the deck, correct?
That's off the
right
patio,
outside
yeah.
the bar on the
Yep.
patio. That's turn 4 right there, folks. So you talk about the best seat in the house. Nolan nailed it.
You're basically only 20 feet off the track.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Oh,
That's tomorrow night's special.
oh
That's
man,
surf and
I'm
turf.
hungry.
That's the last one. Just a handful
good.
there.
Get
for
that
you.
one off of there. I'm responding to Neil Olson. Oh, I want to know what he means when he's asking about the car count. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, what do you think of is rooting the sport for car count? Speaking of cars classes, I don't know. Do you think anything's rooting the sport? Are we seeing less numbers?
There's an ebb and a flow.
Yep.
There-
right.
there
Beginning of the
is.
year, it's going to be less.
Well, it just depends. There's an ebb and a flow to racing, and we have some drivers that are just kind of in a season of life where they can't be at the track every week, and
Sure.
then and then you have those that the kids aren't running them 100 miles an hour, or they're the farming will really play a role in that.
Uh-huh.
Like some years, like you're scrambling to get the crop in before the deadline, and then you got to go to spraying right away. And then as soon as you're done spraying, well, shit, now I gotta kill wheat, and I gotta take wheat
Yeah,
off, and then
yep.
it's just
Yep.
you have those years, and then you have some years where the crop goes in at your leisure, and everything's getting done, and
Yeah.
you get your spraying done.
And then they can go racing.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
weather
yeah,
the
well-
weather's cooperating during the week, so they can get their spraying done. It's just it's just some years it's just really, really good, and it's largely because the way the weather's working out
Sure.
with the farming, and then some years it's just like no. And
And
then
We're seeing some classes grow, like late models.
Oh, I
are
know,
growing
I know.
like weeds. you
Yeah.
know.
yeah,
And-
and I think a lot of it has to do with us putting them on the schedule so much.
Sure. And another thing people don't realize too is there is more to life than racing, and I can't believe I'm saying that. But people have kids. You have
Yeah.
kids. Kids are now. There's hockey year round. I mean,
Yeah.
there's sports. There's events. You still got to be a dad, and you still got to be a mom, and you
Right.
still got to be that uncle or grandpa or whatever
Right.
it is. But so yeah, there's all kinds of reasons. So
We're starting to see some younger kids get back into it again. We kind of it went off for a little while because there just wasn't any kids that were growing up in it.
Right,
you know,
right,
and
right.
Now all of a sudden they're old enough and they're
Yep.
coming in, and so we're seeing a lot of growth that way.
Right.
Neil
yeah.
says, I mean, what do you think? Ruining it. Promoters, prices, faculty problems, facility problems, stuff like that. I don't think anything's ruining dirt track racing.
When
Jeremy
NASCAR is
says,
strong, when NASCAR is strong, dirt will be strong.
oh, yeah, well, that you got a point there. Jeremy says, would all of you eat green ham and eggs? I would. I'm hungry enough. Daryl from Canada. Good morning, everyone. Devil's Lake, always good time when we go. Just got to get there more often. Racing soon. Cheers. There we go. I'm looking forward to seeing Daryl and all the
I've
rest of the
seen some
guys
little
there.
Canada reprepresentation a couple times over the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah,
always
yeah,
good
yeah.
seeing them out there.
Always good seeing those guys. But the guy is sounding like dirt track racing's almost in jeopardy. And I'm not putting words in your mouth, but would you think that's the case?
No, I don't think
I
so.
mean, when
I
you
don't
look at it,
think
we've
so.
got how many racetracks within 3 hours of each other just in this part of the country alone?
I think if that is your if that is your concern, your attitude, maybe you need to change your attitude, or maybe you need to
Go to more tracks, check it out for yourself.
right, and when you're people feed off of other people's energies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if you hang out with a negative Nancy, you're going to become the next negative Nancy. And if you're constantly with people that are, you know, twisted narratives or, you know, just not being real productive. Like, if you've got time to gossip, you've got too much time on your hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of these like little tiffs everywhere, and so many people like add fuel to the fire, and it's just like, you know, if you just ignore it, it goes away.
Right.
Ignore it and show up to the tracks and
Right.
have a
There
good
you go.
time.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
what-
like
that's
you
what it's all
don't
about.
have to hang out with those people.
Right,
Like
right.
there's plenty other people.
Yeah.
I've-
Is the 4N ready to go?
No.
Okay, somebody just wanted to know.
Always ready. Always ready.
Are you guys?
Christ.
I know you.
Which one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. You
Yeah,
do
we've
own
got
more
a
than
street
one.
stock now. We've got a
Oh,
modified.
you got a streeter now too.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gives me that look like, yeah.
that was going to be the test car for the LS motor.
Oh, there you go.
It might show up sometime.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
They watch this show. Shut up.
Are you guys still? Do you need any help there? Because I know
Yeah,
you
we
had
got a couple,
like.
I got a couple spots.
couple of
that I need-
positions
yeah,
open?
that I need to fill.
And how do they get a hold of you if they would be interested in doing something like that?
Give us a call or send us a message on Facebook. Send us an email. I mean, put up smoke signals. I don't care.
Okay. Would you consider Ryan Aho as ruining sports then? What about your guys' comments? I don't know him.
Okay,
I
so
have no
Ryan,
idea where
Ryan
this is even going.
Ryan is a good friend of ours, and Ryan's concerned, right? And he's, you know, back in the day, you know, Hibbing Raceway where he grew up, and Proctor and all these tracks, like it was very populated, right? There was less going on, but you know, at the same time, you know, Ryan has some days he's all jacked up and he's really ready to go with racing, and then there are other days that he's really down in the dumps about racing.
Because he shakes his head on what some people do.
Right.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
don't get me wrong. I mean, like, there's donkey awards, and we all have been worthy of a donkey award here and there. And, you know, and sometimes you can watch something happening and you can't get there fast enough to stop it, you know, and it's just like, well, take my donkey award and move on to next week, right?
Sure.
You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. But there are some things like, there have been some promoters over the years, like, they are just a bunch of donkeys.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I think for the most part, nationally, there's a lot of good people, and they're trying, but it doesn't matter what they do. It's not good enough, you know, and I think that gets them really down on themselves. And then
Sure.
it's just, whereas at some point, all of us promoters have to understand, like, you know, they could pretty much be asking you to light yourself on fire for them, and you could light
Right.
light yourself on fire for them, and then they'd be pissed that they got smoke.
Yeah.
There's smoke in their face.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's like it's like the libs, you know. Oh boy, Trump saved a drowning child in the ocean, and then they're gonna say, "Well, yeah, but look how many sharks he just starved." You know, it's stupid. But anyway, that's enough of that.
So I always say, if you make 80% of the people happy and 20% are pissed off at you,
You're doing
day.
great.
It's a
It's
good
a
day.
win.
Hell yeah.
It's a win.
Shit, they call that a Wednesday for me. I
Right.
mean, come on.
Well, I'm running for I'm running for county commission.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I've been going around getting my petition to get on the ballot, and people are like, "Why on God's green earth would you want to do
Yeah,
this?
they
You want
asked
to
me
get
to do that
yelled
too."
You want to get yelled at all the time?" And I said, "It's no different than being a dirt track promoter."
Yeah, but you give a crap.
Yeah.
You know, I was asked to county commission. I was asked about East Grand Forks City Council too, and it's like, why couldn't you guys have asked me when I was 40 instead of 60? Because I maybe would have thought about something. Well, I can't city council. I live in the country. But anyway, we're here to talk about track schedules, and we're 50 minutes into the show, and we haven't talked about it yet.
I think I kind of wanted to make sure to touch on with you guys is how great, you know, at doing the special theme nights throughout the season with the sponsors, and like just like some cross promotion with them, like
Yeah.
Bullis Construction on their big theme night, right when you pull in the track, see the big Bullis Construction semi hauler along with a few other sponsors, and then on like the big Golden Hammer specials for the late models and the Midwest mods, and just kind of curious of what's it like networking with them throughout the year to set up their making those big nights happen for the big sponsor nights.
When I say we have the best sponsors, we have the best sponsors, and they're great to work with. They're team players, and we kind of give them full range. Like with CHS, and Emily's like, "Okay, I'm coming at this time to set up." Okay, and you know,
And then they have a safety meeting afterwards.
Yep.
At the bar.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's like all good places.
Just a few pops.
Well, it's a regular safety meeting, like all good safety meetings should be after, you know. It's
Right.
Yeah.
It's a time for us to sit down with them and like kind of get a game plan, and you know, and I encourage all of our race night sponsors, like, bring your stuff in, like we'll showcase it, you know. But I mean, some opt to do that and some opt not to, or some just maybe sometimes they just want to do and granted, nobody's taken us up on this in a while, do the pace truck or pace car for the night, you know.
Sure.
Or I think it's cool too how some of them get mixed in to do some events for intermission, like some bike giveaways, some kids bike giveaways, or raffle for gift cards. I think
and we have a group of drivers or former drivers that, you know, I'll just randomly get a text from them like 2 hours before the show and like, hey, I picked up a couple bikes.
Yeah. How cool is that when that happens? And being an announcer, I get that stuff thrown at me up there all the time. It's like, oh, by the way, these guys are doing this and that and this. But all right, let's go over some Devil's Lake Speedway stuff here. Test and tune again was supposed to be scheduled for this Saturday, and that ain't going to happen. Mother Nature.
No.
We're hoping to get going on the 11th. You guys have got in April the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th. What I like about kicking off your Devil's Lake schedule this year is you got late models first 3 nights there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Hopefully we can go through and get at least 1 or 2 of these shows in there. We can move ahead to May. It's basically, it looks like you're going to be regular shows. Let's see, you do have late models again on the first show in May on the 2nd. And it looks like pretty much regular sailing. But then on the 30th, you've got the Devil's Run special. Talk about that. The NLRA guys are going to be there with more.
Yeah, so the Devil's Run is always a huge show for us because they usually bring in, you know, 3,000 to 5,000 extra people into town. With all the stuff going on, and there's really nothing going on in town on Saturday night, so it really brings a big crowd out. So we decided to bring in the NLRA to showcase it.
Sure. Great thinking, too, by the way, because the Devil's Run is a hell of a car show. Josh Barker, hello all. There you go. Hello, Josh. June coming up. You got the late models to kick it off on the 6th, along with a bunch of other cars. But the Walhalla Building Center, NLRA 40-lap, $5,000 to win Golden Hammer. That's always a big one.
Yep. Yeah, that's a fun show, and
we just love that Missy and Daryl from Walhalla Building Center supports us so much through the year, and to put on that show and the Midwest Mod Golden Hammer is just awesome every year.
And folks, because I'm jumping and skipping and jumping, most of these shows that we're not talking about, we talked about the classes that are already there, but I'm trying to hit the big shows now because we talked about too much crap beforehand, and so I got behind.
I will say, too,
John finds a lot of squirrels.
A little bit ago, I did flash the schedule on the screen there a little bit ago so people could see it there, and I do have a link to it in the description for this episode so people can click the link to check out the schedule on My Race Pass. So, yeah, or just Devil's Lake Speedway on Facebook for all your guys' just latest updates.
All right, and 4th of July, going to take that weekend off, but another one, I see when you come back right on the 11th, the NLRA is going to be there again with another great show with the Wissota Midwest Mods, the Streets, the DLS Pure Stocks, Trophy Class. But on the 25th of July now, you've got the Walhalla Building Center Wissota Midwest Mod Golden Hammer Classic, plus Wissota Street Stocks, Western Renegade Non-Wing Sprints, and DLS Pure Stocks. The Golden Hammer shows are big for Devil's Lake, and this one's going to be just as big.
Yep. Jamestown not Jamestown, Greenbush is off the 25th, so that was one of the things that we negotiated with them. So we would run the Golden Hammer when it's the fair, Roseville County Fair that weekend. So that's one of the things that we negotiate, and you know, when we're working on track schedules, a lot of phone calls, a lot of back and forth, and does this work for you? Can we do this, or would this work for you?
Right. And then you guys got 5 weeks of racing in August. We wrap things up. You've got a 2-day show, Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th in September. I hate that time of the year when you say it's the way to wrap up the season, but it's going to be a big closing weekend.
Yeah, we're hoping for a huge car count. I'm pretty sure because River Cities is running Thursday night. We're doing a 3-day NLRA tour, so I think it's going to be a huge weekend. They're not really running anywhere else. I think
you guys want to get them on Friday there.
Yeah, we're going to be
Friday and Saturday.
We're having it Friday and Saturday. So
That's
it's different than normal for us, because normally we run Saturday, Sunday, but we were talking with Brad at River Cities, and he's like, well, why don't we do this? And we're like, okay, let's try it and see what happens, you know?
Now, we all have even when I go to Devil's Lake, well, granted, I was only there once last year, but I've been there a lot before. It's like River Cities. When I'm walking up to the press box, you see a lot of the same people sitting in the same spots, just like we do Devil's Lake. But when they bring in, like now with way more of the late models and the NLRA and the Wissota late models, and then you get some of these other shows, do you notice different people following different classes?
Oh, yeah. We see a lot more people from Grand Forks and a lot of more people from Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Come for the late model shows.
And I think, because I know the Canadian guys that I hang around with, one thing they really like about Devil's Lake is the fact that there is a bar and restaurant right there. So they got the best of all worlds. I mean, and believe me, I'm not knocking concession stand food, because I think the racetracks around here, especially ours, I think our concession stand food is top notch. But we don't have a frickin' place where I can go get steak and shrimp and steak and lobster or whatever you get, the surf and turf stuff. You got the best of all worlds. Is there a show that both of you, this is it, this is the number one show of the year? Or I know there's a couple.
The late model Golden Hammer.
Yeah. How about you?
I don't know because
They're all good.
They're all good. I think maybe just because, when we run the specials, it's a lot more work on me.
Yeah.
So, I like it after it's over.
Well,
but when it's...
And then 2 days later, you're like, damn, I wish we had it coming up again this weekend.
Yeah, if I had a little bit more time on my hands, to actually just be able to sit back, relax, and
enjoy the fruits of your... Yeah.
Yeah, instead it's putting out fires and... whatever else.
But how cool is it after a good show when people are coming up to you in the bar and going, damn, that was a good show?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that make you feel?
It means a lot, because usually like 10 minutes before that, somebody's screaming at me.
Well, they always are.
Yeah.
But and how often do you get that at the end of a show? Because you've got your people, no matter what, they're going to complain and bitch and moan and cry. And,
yeah, they need a little personal development.
But there are people like that. But at the end of the night, if they can do this, because if you're a normal human, you should be able to do this. If you got a complaint and it turns out to be a great night, you better tell them. And how does that make you feel at the end of the night? Because you're the guy out there, tickling the track, watering the track, doing all that crap.
Yeah, I don't see it personally, because I'm not around. I'm out on the track.
I used to say you did that on purpose.
Yeah. That's why I took that job, so I don't have to deal with anybody.
Well, I think it's super nice how you guys pull out some surprises I was not anticipating. I know last year, I think on the season finale there, I think it was for the non-wing nationals. After that wrapped up, fireworks going off out of nowhere. I'm like, what's? Oh wow, fireworks! Heck yeah!
That was Josh Barker.
Cool.
Was it? Yeah, Josh Barker goes, hey, can we let off some fireworks? We got all these fireworks. I was like, yeah, sure.
We can do that.
Savannah Strand says, love Golden Hammer weekend. Eric Rice says, is the guy in the van coming back cheapo who wants to watch for free?
He pays to come to the races now. Everybody can relax. Everybody, yes.
I mean... But I didn't care. I just thought it was kind of funny, because we used to kind of poke fun at him, and I don't know if he could hear us from talking about it out there.
But town were like, dude, they're making fun of you.
And you know what though? It'd be like if you lived across from what's the Chicago baseball stadium or something, and you live in one of those apartment houses right across where you can see. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be sitting out there watching for free if I could.
When I was in high school, we stayed, and that was back when it was that big. Everybody, was it Sammy Sosa and McGuire?
The Royd brothers,
Yeah, they were just having this. Who's gonna have the most home runs, right? And so we sat in our hotel room and we attempted to watch a baseball game. They're just little ants. You can't even see what's going on. So it was the most pointless thing.
Yeah.
Some of the boys went and found a scalper and actually went to the game. And I was like, that's probably not too cool on a church trip. But I mean, it's been 20-some years. It's been 30 years almost. So we can probably,
God forgave them already by now, right?
Yeah. I was like, you could have gotten stabbed.
Yeah. So if we get, I'm just going to throw it out there. What if we get 5 inches of snow?
Shit.
I think it's going to go away pretty quick.
5 millimeters.
I do too.
And
there we go again.
I I think it's going to go way quick, and I think we'll be able to work on the track hopefully next week.
Good. We looking at the forecast. It could be a little warmer at night. But I tell you what, as far as flood forecasts go and things like that, like me now with this goofy winter we had with all the snow and then the ice and rain and then more snow, where I pile it all around my concrete driveway, I usually try to move it towards the end of winter so it melts out. Well, I couldn't this year because of all the ice. So long story short, I'm pumping my damn driveway out because it's underwater. But now the last week was perfect because we'd be in the 40s with some sunshine, things would melt.
Yeah,
then at night it would freeze.
We froze our driveway coming into the racetrack. We had to freeze dry it.
Oh yeah, and it's a nice slow melt right now. But we need some warmer weather after this weekend.
We only really had to move snow in one spot. We had it all the way up to the rooftop by the concessions.
Oh, jeepers!
And so we moved that.
Oh, it blows right in that one little. Yep.
Yeah. So actually, I hardly plowed the road into the track all year. I don't think I plowed it more than once, and just moved a little bit of snow up by the bar.
Yep.
Just a couple times. Otherwise, it blew away.
Wow.
So we actually haven't had all that much snow there.
Well, you're doing okay then.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know, has Heather ever been to the St. Louis Gateway Nationals?
Not yet.
That'd be a fun one to go to.
I've been to the building.
Yeah, I've never been to the Arch. I've seen it.
I've been in the arch.
Yeah. I'm don't like heights, so no, I'm good.
You don't even notice.
Yeah, you say that.
I don't like heights.
Yeah.
Ask him. I won't even get. If I have to get on a ladder, I'm bitching.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I hate it.
How do you fly? Are you a good flyer?
I fly just fine.
You do,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I don't like heights either, and flying's no problem.
Really? It used to be bad for me. Not so much
New
anymore.
tourist spot for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well,
Plane crashes will do that for a guy.
He has a legit.
Yeah, and now I've been doing okay, and I've been doing it drug-free. And I mean, people right away are
boy,
going,
here we go.
What? Legal prescription drugs I used to get before I would fly.
You're not popping the Xanax before you hop on the plane?
No,
anymore?
it was Valium.
Oh, Valium.
It was.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
Well, it was, and my doctor was a friend of mine. Our kids played sports together, and God bless him, he passed away right after he retired. But I didn't go because I was afraid of flying. My wife traveled the world for her job, and there were many, many, many times I could have went with, and I wouldn't because I was scared to death to fly. When I started getting back into it, I went to see him to see if I could get something to take the edge off. And so one of the first questions he asked me was, well, will you be drinking with this? And then he didn't even finish the sentence and went, well, of course you will. And I'm like, yes, I will. I'm flying and I'm scared to death. So he mixed up a concoction where I was fine. It took the edge off because I don't want to be unconscious on an airplane. What if some Haji guy wants to take over the plane? And I don't care if I pissed anybody off right there, but and you need my help. You know, we need help. This guy's trying to take, I wanted to be that guy. And then when my doctor passed away and retired, I never went back. I never went and got another prescription. And it's all been working fine with just a lot of booze. And so my last flight was 12 hours in an airplane nonstop overseas. And it went fine. So somebody pulls up to the facility this year. Any changes from last year? Noticeable?
No, not really.
Okay.
We just have everything pretty much the same.
Yep.
We just got a lot of upkeep and maintenance stuff that we got to do, but it hasn't been warm enough to do it. And,
Sure.
He's back at the track full time. I had to rehire him.
Okay.
So he does have a honey-do list this year.
Oh, don't you love those? This year? What? It's like I get two of them a
keeps
day.
throwing it away.
I don't know how to read it.
Copy the ink's dry or ink's too wet.
I'm just gonna. He keeps throwing it away, so I'm just gonna make multiple photocopies.
Sponsors. I mean, we've talked about Walhalla Building Center, but you guys got a pretty good group that has supported you guys ever since I've had anything to do with Devil's Lake. But time for you to give these guys a shout out.
Yeah, we have a great bunch of sponsors, you know. So State Bank of Lakota, NDTC, Bullis Construction, Young Hatch Motorsports, Lake Chevy, High Plains Equipment, Ironhide, Calderwood Landscaping, Bergseth Brothers, Napa, TJB Construction, Lake Region Corp, Legacy Farmers Union, Brecky Aviation, Walhalla Building Center, CHS, Beerley Construction, Les Schwab Tire, Jerome Wholesale, Lakota Feed, Performance Auto, Gable Trucking, Elkin Auto Glass, and Tronson Grain. And without them, we would not be running.
No.
Wow. We're going to give those guys a round of applause.
Heck yeah. Big thanks to the sponsors.
Okay, Heather, I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
A lot of people meet. I know couples that are now married that have met at the racetrack.
Yep.
It happens. Yes, there are a lot of ladies that like dirt track racing out there. There's no doubt about it. So say you've got a younger couple, say they're 23, 24-ish, whatever, and the guy gets up all the nerve to ask a girl out. And she says, okay, I'll go out. And he goes, well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go to Devil's Lake, we get ourselves a really good meal, and we watch the racing, and then maybe we can have one or two afterwards, and we'll drive back home. Now, if this was an idea, and the guy was like, okay, he's on the way to Devil's Lake, and you know what's running through his head. It's like, what the hell am I getting myself into? What would you say, for them, if they walked in their first date, and they're going to make this a night of it, what would you say, well, let me recommend this, and this for the meal and all of that, because this, in my opinion, if you're a couple of race fans, could be the first date of a lifetime. I'm just wondering, what would you do? What would you recommend?
It's a first date, so there should hopefully not be any brown chicken, brown cowing. Come on now. Let's have some class.
Yep.
And let's take it a little seriously.
The guy's all out.
Let's
It's
gain
not just going to be
mutual
onion rings.
respect.
It's not going to be onion rings, and
Yeah.
and
You know what? There's nothing wrong with just having some appetizers.
I know there's not.
I mean, yeah, have a ribeye, have a burger.
Yep.
Whatever floats your boat. Have a couple cocktails and just relax, have a good time, get to know each other, and have a good time. Obviously, have a good time.
Yep.
That's a nice thing about our track too, is we're allowed to sell liquor, which a lot of tracks aren't. So,
No.
Oh, sure.
That's a huge one for us, and we also have both sides of the beer spectrum too.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So-
And that's another thing. A lot of tracks, it's like one or the other.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of chuckle when people are like, "We need to bring back the dollar beer," and I was like, "A can of beer wholesale costs more than
Yeah,
$1."
you can't. You'd be losing
Yeah.
money.
Right.
You'd
And
be losing money.
hot dogs, yeah, that costs over $1 now.
Yeah.
Right.
That's probably our biggest gripe about running the track is the prices of food has
Your costs
gone
go up. You
so
don't
much.
just jack the
No,
prices because you feel like it.
It's labor. It's
Sure it is.
It's,
Everything is.
The fryer oil.
Well,
it's
they're
the
talking in-
electricity, the water, and every time you stuff up a toilet and I
Yep.
have to replace it, that's less money I have going somewhere else.
I mean, they're talking about raising the minimum wage to $30 an hour in New York City because look what that mayor in New York City has done.
Yeah,
He has
'cause
taken that
that's-
city and
that's
just thrown it in the
sustainable.
frickin' garbage. But
Yeah.
everything has gone up. Folks, if they say, you know what, we're going to raise beer prices 50 cents a can this year, there's usually a reason for it. It's not just because they think they can.
Right.
Heather Morris.
Not because we want to line our pockets.
Exactly. I mean, you got to make a little bit, but you got to get the track going. Heather Morey, I hope to get there before Greenbush opens. Yeah, and Jeremy Bloom's doing the suns and the rainbow and all of that thing. Hopefully that's not the one rainbow. I didn't say anything today.
The 6 colors, not 7.
Yeah, that only looks like I can't see Maya. Thank God I got the eyes
do
of a
I need to put my
61-year-old.
reader?
How many colors are in that rainbow?
It looks to be 6.
Okay, is that the bad one or the good one?
That's the bad one.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Jeremy! I bet you Jeremy doesn't realize that. Anyway, there is no good or bad. It's Dirty Thursday, right? Again, folks, before we wrap up, if you want to try this, Agara?
Yeah, so I
Cafe.
can't wait to see how you feel in about a week.
I'm definitely going to try. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I will definitely try this. They did say don't drink any after 3. It's got a little bit of caffeine in it. That's fine. I'm usually ready to go to bed by 6 or 7 at night anyway if I'm not working.
If I day drink, I have to go to bed at like 6.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Yeah.
Anything we missed out on?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything.
You guys-
we're really looking forward to the weather getting better and getting out there.
Yeah, I can't wait to stand in the snow tomorrow for that egg hop with Youngs and Steve Nordstrom. I can't wait.
Just
we
don't have any
actually-
white eggs. I can't find any eggs. I know they're there somewhere. Anything we missed with you?
No?
How about you, Dale?
Oh, I'm looking forward to announce another stacked year racing here. Looking forward to seeing the fans out there again, and especially a lot of the regulars all the time. And yeah, let's race. Let's go.
Okay,
Get
well,
this weather.
and my last bit is I hope you guys get to start on time. I know it's not looking good, but it never does in any racetrack.
No.
I mean, when we look at the local tracks around here, they start anywhere from the next week to the next month and a half. Yeah. I mean, some of the guys wait a little bit longer. They're going to have a better chance at getting that start of the regular season. But you know what? We got to get her going,
Yep.
and we're all looking forward to it. And that's the nice thing about
We call it April bonus weather.
Right, exactly.
Bonus racing.
Yeah, if you can get a race in, it's a bonus.
And
Yep.
we might not be able to get in the 18th, but maybe we will. But if we don't, maybe we can run a testing tune.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Get it.
Well,
we're gonna just play it by ear and wing it and
Sure.
see what we can do to
We're
get it
doing
get
what
it
we
going.
do best,
Yeah.
winging it.
there you go. And my fingers are crossed for the 18th because I want to get back there. Hey, it's not real, Jeremy.
You know, sometimes
Hey, we're
we
giving
do
you a hard
get
time, bud.
rainbow pictures at the racetrack.
Yeah, we're
sometimes.
just giving you a
Yeah.
hard time, bud. Did I leave anything out for you there, Mr. Producer Man?
Oh no. Hey, this has been great. I'm super stoked for racing season here. It's been a long off season here. I know we've been getting the little teasing here this last month with the national racing scene, and now it's just setting the table to go local dirt racing.
Awesome. Can't wait. There we go. We officially kicked off our track schedules. Let me see here. What do we got coming up next week? Mark Curtis Askelson going to be here at Norman County Speedway. Track schedule. Jake Bitker going to be coming with him. Coming up after that, we'll have Corey Litton talking about Red River Valley Speedway. Greenbush Racetrack. Dan Wisco will be here the 23rd. We're going to be talking about River City Speedway on the 30th. And then I believe we'll be getting hold of Jason Berg. We'll get him on right away at the beginning of May. All right. Heather MacDonald, Nolan Olmstead, you guys are awesome. Thanks for the coffee. I love it. Kicking off the track schedule week with you guys. It gets me warmed up for the rest of the month because there's never any holds barred when we have you guys in the studio. And that's one thing that I absolutely love. And that's what I like about Dirty Thursday. We just, we say it like we see it. And
Yep.
that's what race people should do. Steve Lundaby says, can't waste to talk to you, Dale. I can't waste to talk to you either, buddy.
Wait.
Hey, Steve. I had better attendance than you last year. He gave me crap when I missed it one time earlier in the season, and he said, "Dale, you don't have perfect attendance anymore." And then he missed the last two races of the season. So I'm like, hey,
But he was combining, wasn't he?
that doesn't count. No.
Anytime Dale misses anything is a major
Pretty
story.
sure Steve
So
was combining.
No,
There
yeah,
you go.
I messaged him earlier today. He's like, I'm working, sorry. I was like, no, I get you. But no, yeah. It's gonna be
That
great to
damn
see a lot of.
combining gets in the way of
Oh,
racing
gosh.
sometimes.
Oh, for sure. All right, folks, we're shooting for April 11th. If not, hopefully the 18th. And if not, we'll be there the 25th, Devil's Lake Speedway. Again, Heather MacDonald, Nolan Olmstead, thank you guys for coming in. Track schedules 2026 officially kicked off today. By the way, our show today brought to you by Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. When is Lent over? That's like, is it over on Easter? Is that when they consider it over? Okay, Sunday is the last day, but okay. Rumors, you talk about their food. They got great lunch and dinner specials. Well, they've even got great specials for Lent, too. So, you know what? You're not going to mess up your Catholicisms by going to Rumors, getting yourself depends on if you're drinking or not. But get yourself the world-famous beer tower. Great lunch and dinner specials. Room for parties. They got DJ Trivia Night Monday nights. Initials game every second Tuesday nights. You can bet on the horses, play bingo, try your luck with charitable gaming. Watch your favorite sports on TV. They've got about 100 of them in there. Check them out. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino in what they call now the Midtown District Mall. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Have a great day. Hope to be in tomorrow. We'll see what the weather. Be careful out there, all right? Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You never miss a show. You know we love the Forks. Darn it, we do. For Grand Forks Best Source, we're giving the Forks their identity back.